Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. I am the internet's dorky grandpa. Glad to meet you. Hope you'll stay. Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, a fourth reaction video, a supplemental video, if you may say. It is I Am Not Black, You Are Not White by Prince EA. I don't know how to pronounce it. I need to look it up. But I haven't yet because I'm a fool. I think that's better. More room there for the video to play. Well, anyway, though, let us watch, listen, enjoy, and react to I Am Not Black, You Are Not White. And we will do this right now.
I am not black. I mean, that's what the world calls me, but it's not me. I didn't come out of my mother's womb saying, hey, everybody, I'm black. No, I was taught to be black.
Yeah.
And you were taught to call me that, along with whatever you call yourself. It's just a label.
Yep.
See, from birth, the world force feeds us these labels.
True.
And eventually, we all swallow them. We digest and accept the labels, never, ever doubting them.
Yes.
But there's one problem.
I need to talk to you about culture.
Labels are not me.
Yes.
Labels are just
This
labels.
is a part of my view
But
on
who we
culture.
truly are is not
Except it isn't a view.
deep.
It's culture.
See, when I drive my car, no one would ever confuse the car for me. Well, when I drive my body, why do you confuse me for my body?
Yep.
It's my body. Get it? Not me. Let me break it down. See, our bodies are just cars that we operate and drive around.
Yep.
The dealership we call society decided to label mine the black edition, yours the Irish or white edition.
Yep.
And with no money down, 0% APR, and no test drive, we were forced to own these cars for the rest of our lives. Forgive me, but I fail to see the logic or pride in defining myself or judging another by the cars we drive.
Yes.
Because who we truly are is found inside. Listen, I'm not here to tell you how science has concluded that genetically we're all mixed and race in the human species doesn't exist, or how every historian
there is no
race
such thing
was
as
invented
race
in the 15th century to divide people from each
there
other,
is no
and
such
it has worked
thing.
perfectly. No,
it's skin color.
I'm not here to lecture.
If we were different races or
ask one
species,
question.
we wouldn't be able to interbreed.
Who would you be if the world never gave you a label? Never gave you a box to check? Would you be white, black, Mexican, Asian, Native American, Middle Eastern, Indian? No. We would be one. We would be together. No longer living in the era of calling human beings black people or white people. These labels that will forever blind us from seeing a person for who they are, but instead seeing them through the judgmental, prejudicial, artificial filters of who we think they are.
Yes.
When you let an artificial label define yourself, then my friend, you have chosen smallness over greatness and minimized yourself, confined and divided yourself from others. And it is an undeniable fact that where there is division, there will be conflict, and conflict starts wars. Therefore, every war has started over labels. It's always us versus them. So the answer to war, racism, sexism, and every other ism is so simple that every politician has missed it. It's the labels. We must rip them off. Isn't it funny how no baby is born racist, yet every baby cries when they hear the cries of another, no matter the gender, culture, or color, proving that deep down we were meant to connect and care for each other. That is our mission, and that is not my opinion. That is the truth in a world that has sold us fiction. Please listen, labels only distort our vision, which is why half of those watching this will dismiss it or feel resistance and conflicted. But just remember, so did the caterpillar. before it broke through its shell and became the magnificent butterfly. Well, these labels are our shells, and we must do the same thing so we can finally spread our wings. Human beings were not meant to be slapped with labels like groceries and supermarkets. DNA cannot be regulated by the FDA.
Yes.
We were meant to be free, and only until we remove them all and stop living and thinking so small will we be free to see ourselves and each other for who we truly are.
Yes.
So what can we do in the face of all this madness and chaos? What is the solution?
Oh, man.
We can love. Trying to control the mind is like trying to flatten out water. You just make more waves.
Oh, man. Yes, I agree 100% in every way. Completely and 100%. This is also what I'm talking about when I talk about culture, and when I defined myself earlier as a feminist and all that. Because culture defines all of us in such ways. Human existence is like a big football field with 80,000 squares in it. And out of that is the entirety of human existence and everything we can do. Culture is each of our groups is given a box of 1,000 of these boxes to make our culture out of. Some things of culture and human experience we leave out entirely, like usually, like murder and rape of children. Those sort of things are just, they're not even included. They don't even put them in there. It's not a part of culture. But we only have those 1,000 boxes out of the 80,000 possible to us, given to us, and we make our cultures out of those. We see those tiny glass cages that we make out of those boxes as normal. But it's only normal because you grew up in that glass box. You grew up knowing that you had to bow when you walked next to the green building inside of that glass box that was made for culture. You grew up knowing when you heard a sound, you spun in a circle. You grew up knowing that if you saw something, you said something correctly. You understood that it was time, you prayed while facing Mecca. You understood that when it was a weekend, you go out and you get drunk. You understand that you play video games. Culture defines us, and we don't even see the cages that we are in, our glass cages. Culture defines us so much that when we actually become adults, when we're children, we're physically taught how to live inside of these boxes. And when we're adults, we don't need a physical box anymore for culture, because that box is now in our head. Our cage is now in our head. We don't need someone to physically smack us because we didn't bow when we went next to the green building. No, we know now that you bow when you walk next to the green building. Why? Culture. But you see it as normal. And it's so hard to see the glass cage, because it's all in here. That man, I agree with everything he said. Everything he said. It's amazing. If you have any comments or suggestions, please drop them down in the boxes down there. I read every single one. I answer as many as I can. I give you a thumbs up to show you that I at least read it as best I can. If I don't, it's not that I've ignored you. It's just that I get so many comments and stuff, they slip through, and YouTube has a habit of sneaking them in there after I've answered stuff and then not letting me know that there's new ones. Also, any suggestions, please put them down in there. Yes, the odds of them being chosen are pretty low, but they're even lower if you never make a suggestion, because I'll never be able to react to it if it's not there. So please drop them on down, and the random number generator will hopefully choose yours. Also, links down there to like GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Twitter, Facebook, and others, but the others are really boring and awful and dying on the vine. If you can donate, it would be awesome if you could. If you have, well, you are truly a wonderful person. If you can't donate but would like to, don't worry. Do not worry. You have to take care of yourself before you take care of others. If you never planned on donating, that's okay. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate that tons. I make this for you because it's appreciation for having YouTube save my life. If nobody ever donates, that's okay. I mean, I'll end up homeless and bedridden eventually, but I do this for you. I don't do this for money. This is my thanks to you for saving my life after my wife died. So thumbs up. I've got to watch more videos by this fellow. He's a smart man, brilliant man. That was awesome. I have got to watch more of his. I'll probably cry during each one of them. You take care. Have a great day. I don't know if I'm going to have any more reaction videos. I may not. It's getting pretty late. But you take care, and I will see you on the flip side. And that's a good thing.